overlooking the Freedom Tower, Statue of Liberty, and Manhattan lies Pioneer Works, Center for Art and Innovation. Based in Red Hook, Brooklyn, the building was first built in 1886 by Pioneer Iron Works, one of the largest machine manufacturers in the United States. Since 2012, Pioneer Works has occupied the building, which houses artist studios, exhibition and performance spaces, a science lab, and now a recording studio. The recording studio, an art exhibit in itself, lies on the grounds of the property. Created by California artist Gregory Clone, 3 shipping containers were used to create the structure, which consists of a first-floor bar, second-floor recording studio, and third-floor open terrace. InfraStop was contacted to provide our low-profile InfraStop foil insulation to reduce radiant heat gain and also provide some sound-deadening properties in the recording studio. A crew of 4 spent several months cutting and welding the containers together, as well as cutting out for window and door openings, welding on a staircase, and welding hundreds of metal-threaded rods that would hold the insulation and interior framing. We came in for a day to film the installation of the InfraStop insulation for the second-floor recording studio. First, working from the ceiling down, a layer of insulation was installed over the threaded rods. Then, pre-marked and drilled 2x4s were placed over the insulation and held in place with bolts tightened over the threaded rods. These locked-down 2x4s created the studding required to hold the finished wall and interior sound-deadening panels. The insulation was also taped to create a vapor barrier, as moisture was a major concern inside the shipping containers. This process of installing the InfraStop over the pins, then installing the 2x4s over the rods, and securing with bolts continued until all the walls were completed. Now, working into the early evening, a second and final layer of insulation was installed over the existing wall assembly. This layer was held in place with standard staples as the 2x4s were now the substrate. This time, the side walls were installed first, and then the ceiling second. The seams of this layer were taped as well. To finish off the room, plywood was installed as the interior walls. Sound-deadening panels, designed for recording studios, were installed over the plywood. Take a look at the finished project in action at a Pioneer Works event. A 3-story building made from shipping containers, complete with a first-floor bar, second-floor recording studio, and third-floor terrace. We would like to thank Pioneer Works for allowing us access to their facility. We would also like to thank Greg Clone for allowing us to film his truly unique exhibit, and also for using InfraStop in the construction of his project.